Yo, what's good, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. So today, I'm bringing you guys another video. Today, it's Friday, so we're talking about various different topics. Today, I think I want to talk about why you should be taking control of your life. I mean, I know it sounds pretty self-explanatory. I might change the title basically because of that reason right there. But the idea is I want to get you guys more on why you should be taking control of your life. Maybe some things that you do in your day that you might not even know is kind of limiting yourself down. And I want to make sure, once again, that you are putting yourself at the best version of you possible. All right, so that's what it's about for today. If you guys are new around here, you guys know what to do. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I want to take the time to thank you guys so much. You guys are killing it, like absolutely killing it. I can't even describe the amount of support you guys have been giving me, and yeah, it really means a lot. So if you guys want to show some more support, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe once again, and also, I think today marks big number 10. Number 10. That's what's up of this series right here. Number 10. The big number 10. So we've been doing this for 10 weeks. If that's accurate, I think it is. 10 weeks. Talking about various different topics on Fridays. I mean, I'm glad I started the series. Kind of cool. A little celebration. That was it. That was all. That was a celebration. But you know what? Let's get into it, all right? Listen. I could start at a lot of spots right now as far as taking control of your life. Where do I start, really? Thinking about it now, where do I start? Well, the first thing I think I should start on by saying, I don't want to make this video too long because this is another topic I can talk about forever. I'm sorry, guys. My hair is just not the way I want it to be today for this video. I need a haircut. Y'all know this. I know this. But anyways, yeah, let's get that out of the way. So I want to be focusing on people and like their perspective of you, because a lot of the time we are not taking control of our lives because we are worried about other people's lives specifically. And I'm not saying don't care for anyone. Care for people who are, caring for you, and care for people who you should be caring for on a day-to-day basis. That's not what I'm saying. However, I'm saying sometimes we lose who we are to please other people. Sometimes we lose who we are to make sure this other person is lifted up, right? And if you can be someone who you want to be and lift others up around you, that's amazing. But I personally believe you should never be dragging yourself down to lift somebody else up. And I think that's just wrong. And even sometimes we'll do things that we don't even know we're dropping ourselves down, for whatever reason that might be, until after the fact that we reflect on it. Or maybe we're going to bed one night and we kind of sit there and think about our day, and we think about the scenario that could be happening, and I'm like, dang, I kind of did that. I kind of sat there and I lost myself a bit, lowered myself down a bit to please somebody else. Like, you need to start taking control of your life. Because in my eyes as well, another thing too, is if you start doing this, obviously things will follow. Things will the puzzle pieces will start clicking together, and those things that you maybe went after will come to you naturally because you're putting yourself in that position for that to attract in your life, right? So take control of your life. The first thing, if you gotta be a little bit, and I am being very lenient on this, a little bit selfish, just a tad bit, then do it. And the only reason why I say that is because you need to be making yourself the best version of you possible. If someone asks you, hey, you want to go to the mall today, and you know that you got stuff to do, you know for a fact you got some chores to do around the house, and by the time you get done those chores, the timing ain't gonna be right. You sit there and say, you have a decision. Sometimes you don't reflect on it, but you have a decision to make. You know you gotta do chores, but you also want to have a good time and hang out with somebody. So what do? You lose yourself by going and saying, yeah, sure, I'll go to the mall. You're people pleasing, and I know what you're thinking, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be getting something out of it too. I'm going to the mall myself. But at the end of the day, you're losing what you need to do for something that you want to do. And that kind of goes hand in hand with people pleasing. Like, you don't need to go and make other people like you, right? I think you more or less need to be making yourself somebody that you want to be in the future, making yourself your higher self. And that's just an example right there. But there's many examples that follow, right? So we kind of talked about people and reflecting. We kind of talked about what happens when you kind of put yourself down or lower yourself by other people and their standards, because that happens all the time. I could talk a lot more into that, and I may have just kind of bounced around, which I did. But as far as making yourself you right now, the rest of this video is going to be individual stuff. How you're going to be making you the best person through yourself. All right, listen. So one key factor of it is you got to limit the stuff that you don't need in your life and bring in the stuff that you do. All right, that's simple. You got to start doing that. I think honestly, I don't know if I've talked about this before, because what I'm about to say may seem very familiar, but I remember talking about bringing out a schedule, right? A schedule, and writing down what you do in your day, every chore, everything, in your day, right? Just basically a day in the life that you do every single day, to the point where you'll recognize it as a routine, right? So you write it down and you start looking at things that you do in your day, right? As you're looking at that piece of paper, or, maybe on your phone and your notes, do what you got to do, as long as you can visually see it. You want to look at what you're doing, and you want to ask yourself, is this good or bad, right? And then the more you take out the bad, the more room to be focused on in the good, and also the more room for things to come in as good, right? Because we don't have a lot of time in our day. Before we know it, the day's already up, and we've done bad and good things in our day. So if we reflect on what we're doing in a day, and we take it out and we bring in the good, we'll be solid, positive and good over the day, and that'll help us become the person we want to be, right? Also, maybe you can make some notes saying what you want to do in your day that you want to bring in, but you can't right now because of the fact that there's bad stuff in your day, or negative stuff, or addictions, habits, whatever you're doing in your day that you want to be getting out. All of these things that you want to do, you can write down, and then ask yourself how you can move them in your day-to-day basis, with also doubling down what you do regularly on your day, right? And I know that might sound a little bit confusing, but I wanted to make it as clear as possible, and I'm trying to. It's just sometimes it's a bit difficult. So hopefully you guys aren't confused. Hope you guys understand that. And I think some things that people do, like going on social media for too long. I think social media is good, but when you consume it too much, when it becomes excessive, then I feel like you need to start taking breaks. You need to start setting up screen time. You need to tell someone to hold your phone from this point to that point in your day. Do something. Because it comes down to that self-discipline. How bad do you want to be changing? How bad do you want to be lifting yourself up to your higher self? How bad? That's what you got to ask yourself, and you'll know. You'll see it. My dog's trying to come in, but you'll see it, right? You'll know for a fact. That's the way it is, right? So yeah, like there's a lot of things you do. You know yourself more than I know you, right? I can't sit here and label everything you do in your day, and vice versa. You don't know me as much as I know myself, right? So we have to really strip down what we do in our day and make moves based off of that, right? So that's basically it for the individual part. Once again, I don't like doing videos too long because I don't want to stretch things out. I can kind of touch base on a little bit of other things as well, right? Always perspective, something I'm always involved in. I always love talking about perspective and changing your way of thinking towards things, and understanding that, like, you gotta take the jump. I think last episode was taking risks or something. No, that was 2 episodes ago. Why you should be taking more risks. Yeah. That wasn't last episode. That was 2 ago. But I mentioned by taking risks how much you can actually get out of something, and why you should be, because you'll be in the same place your entire life if you don't. You got to take the jump, right? And that kind of comes with your higher self. What you got to do in your day may shock you. You might be sitting there like, I don't really want to do that. Obviously we're doing things in our day for a reason. Obviously it's forceful. We're doing it on purpose, whether we like it or not, right? So we sit there and we look at the things that we don't want to do, and we're like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to push myself to that limit. But if you don't take the risk, you're not going to get the result, and you're going to be in the same place you are for the rest of your life until the day you die, which is kind of dark, but I hate to be that guy, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? You got to put yourself at that point where you are putting yourself maybe a bit in an uncomfortable situation to grow, to step out of your comfort zone, to make yourself who you want to become, and that's facts. So to kind of summarize, I want you to start taking control of your life. No one's going to do it for you. This is your life, all right? Understand that. Before you leave, if you're going to take one thing out of this video, it's to make sure everything in your life you choose to let in, and you choose to give out, and you choose to do in your day. I don't care what people tell you in your day. You are the one who does it. You're the one who, reflects on it. You're the one who makes moves based off of it. You're the one who does it. You're in control. This body of ours, you move it around. You do what you got to do in your day. You say, you think, you feel. We all do it, right? So you need to start taking advantage of the fact that you can control your life and make it the way you want to be it. Simple. And take whatever else you want to take out of it in this video, what I mentioned. Hopefully it wasn't confusing. I think it was a little bit. If I'm being honest, I could have been a little more clear, but I feel like you can take something out of it, right? So that's it for me. Take control of your life, man. No one's gonna do it for you. Before you know it, that opportunity will be wasted. You'll be gone, and what's it gonna be then, right? You gotta understand that. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope you guys can change your lives in some way. It might sound a bit corny at the moment, but you can do it. You can actually do it. You can take control of your life and understand that. And the whole selfish thing as well. Don't be selfish, but sprinkle it a little bit if you can, just to make yourself the happiest in your life. But only if it comes down to that point. If you have to make yourself that type of person because of the fact that you're losing yourself, I'm sure you can boost yourself up in other ways. So, resonate with that or not, but I think a little bit sometimes can benefit. Just a little bit. Make sure you're prioritized in this life, okay? As individuals, right? As individuals. So I'm wrapping up here. Love all you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace out.